It starts with a soundbite, a clip played on screens thousands of miles away. A man named Michael Saylor, an advisor to powerful American figures, stands before a crowd and says something that echoes all the way to our homes in Harare, Bulawayo, and beyond. "Dump your gold," he declares with chilling confidence. "Demonetize the entire gold asset class so our enemies' assets go to zero." You hear that and you might think he's talking about Russia or China, the usual suspects in these global power games. But you have to ask yourself, who really feels the sting of those words? Who builds their future on the bedrock of gold? It isn't the billionaires in their high-tech towers, it's us. When they say enemies, they are not looking across the Pacific Ocean, they are looking at Africa. They are looking at Zimbabwe. Our nation, rich with the soil that has blessed us with this precious metal for generations, is a direct target of this new economic war. They see our efforts to build a future on our own terms, using the resources beneath our feet, and they call it a threat. They want the world to believe that gold, a tangible piece of our earth and our history, is worthless. Why? Because its value is something they cannot fully control, something that belongs to us, rooted in our land and our heritage. They want to replace it with something they created, something they can manipulate from a keyboard. For us, gold is not just a shiny rock or a number on a spreadsheet. It is the inheritance passed down from our grandparents, a symbol of resilience that has seen us through the toughest of times. It is the promise of stability for our families, the foundation upon which we build our homes and plan our children's futures. It's in our art, our culture, and our very identity. To tell us to dump our gold is to tell us to forget who we are, to discard the legacy of our ancestors, and to willingly give away the key to our own economic freedom. It is an insult not just to our intelligence, but to our very soul as a people. This is why we created the ZiG, our Zimbabwe gold-backed currency. It was our declaration of independence from a system that has long sought to keep us dependent. The ZiG represents a simple, powerful idea. Our money should be backed by our wealth. It is our shield against the unpredictable whims of the US dollar and the agendas of those who wish to see us fail. Every time you use ZiG, you are casting a vote for our sovereignty. You are saying that we, the people of Zimbabwe, will determine our own worth. We will not let outsiders dictate the value of our resources or the direction of our future. This is our stand. The story of the ZiG is the story of us taking back control, one transaction at a time. For too long, our economy has been at the mercy of foreign currencies, forcing us to dance to a tune played in Washington, D.C. The ZiG changes the music entirely. It is anchored in the real, physical gold that is part of our national treasure, making it strong and reliable in a way that paper money, printed out of thin air, can never be. When we use the ZiG to buy bread, to pay for school fees, or to trade with our neighbors, we are not just making a purchase. We are strengthening the very fabric of our nation and insulating ourselves from the economic storms brewed in distant lands. Think about what this means for your family. It means your hard-earned savings are protected by something real, something that has held its value for thousands of years. It means the price of mealie meal won't skyrocket overnight because of a political decision made in another hemisphere. The ZiG is more than money. It is a tool for building a stable and predictable life. It allows a farmer in Mutare to trade confidently with a shop owner in Victoria Falls, knowing their efforts are valued in a currency that is truly Zimbabwean. This is how we build a self-reliant economy, from the ground up, with our own hands and our own resources. Our journey with the ZiG has already begun, and the world is watching. We have already reached 40% penetration in our economy, a remarkable achievement that shows our collective will to succeed. But our goal must be 100%. We must fully embrace the ZiG in every corner of our lives, from the largest corporations to the smallest village markets. Decoupling from the US dollar is not just an economic strategy, it is a patriotic duty. It is how we finally break the chains of dependency and declare to the world that Zimbabwe stands on its own 2 feet, proud and unshackled. Let us make the ZiG the lifeblood of our commerce and our communities. This is our moment to prove that an African nation can forge its own path, powered by its own ingenuity and its own wealth. Let the outside voices chatter and scheme. Let them push their digital alternatives and declare our gold obsolete. Their words are just noise. Our actions are what will define our future. By choosing the ZiG, we are choosing Zimbabwe. We are choosing to invest in each other, to build our own industries, and to create a legacy of prosperity for the generations that will follow. This is not just about a new currency, it is about the birth of a new economic era, one where we are the masters of our own destiny. Now, let's talk about Bitcoin. The same people who tell you to dump your gold are the ones telling you to buy this new digital gold. They paint a picture of a futuristic, borderless currency that will make everyone rich. Michael Saylor calls it the digital gold rush. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But we must ask ourselves, an opportunity for whom? They say capital is flowing out of gold and into Bitcoin, and they are doing everything in their power to accelerate that trend. They want our gold to lose its luster so that their digital creation can shine brighter. It's a classic bait and switch presented as progress. Their motive is clear. They want to control the world's new primary asset. By convincing everyone that Bitcoin is the new gold, they can consolidate immense wealth and power. They are buying up Bitcoin by the billions, creating a manufactured scarcity. Saylor himself has warned that the window to get in is closing, urging everyone to buy before it's too late. This creates a frenzy, a panic to join their system. But what is this system? It's a network they dominate, a currency whose value they can influence through massive purchases and media campaigns. It is a new form of colonialism, wrapped in the language of technology and decentralization. This is not a conspiracy theory, it is a business plan. They openly state their goal is to demonetize physical gold. When they say this, they are directly targeting the economic foundations of nations like ours. A son of Zimbabwe, Devine Mafa, has even taken a stand from abroad, filing claims to protect the term digital gold for our ZIG and issuing cease and desist notices to these powerful figures. He calls their actions economic war crimes because that is what they are. It is a deliberate strategy to undermine our most valuable resource and force us into their financial ecosystem where they make all the rules. We have seen this playbook before with imposed agricultural policies and water privatization. This is just the 21st century version. They call Bitcoin programmable and borderless. But these are features, not virtues. Programmable means it can be controlled and changed by those who understand the code, a small, elite group. Borderless means it respects no national sovereignty, allowing wealth to be extracted from our country with the click of a button, leaving us with nothing. Our gold is the opposite. It is sovereign. It is ours. It cannot be hacked or deleted. It is a real physical anchor in a sea of digital uncertainty. We must be wise enough to see the Trojan horse for what it is, and not be fooled by the shiny promises of those who seek to plunder our wealth once more. The choice before us is simple, yet profound. Do we listen to the siren song of outsiders who promise us riches in a digital world they control? Or do we trust in ourselves, in our land, and in the tangible wealth that has been our strength for centuries? This is not a battle between old and new. It is a battle for our economic soul. It is a fight for the right to build our own future, using our own bricks and mortar, or, in our case, our own gold. We must not let anyone, no matter how rich or powerful, tell us that our heritage is worthless. Our gold is our pride, and our pride is not for sale. Let this be a call to action for every Zimbabwean, from the youth who are building our tomorrow to the families who are the heart of our nation. Let's make a conscious choice every day. Trade with each other. Support local businesses. Use the ZIG for every transaction you can. When you pay your neighbor for their services with our gold-backed currency, you're doing more than settling a debt. You are forging a link in a chain of national solidarity. You're building a circular economy where our wealth stays within our borders, enriching our communities and strengthening our nation from within. This is how we grow together. Let our defiance be our strength. Let our unity be our shield. When they see us thriving, building and trading amongst ourselves with the ZIG, their plans to devalue our gold will fail. Their words will become hollow echoes. We must be the generation that ends our economic dependency once and for all. We have the resource. We have the currency. Now we need the collective will to see it through. Let us stand up for our gold with the same courage our ancestors showed in defending our land. This is our Zimbabwe, and its value will be determined by us and us alone. The future is bright, and it is golden. It is a future where our children will not have to worry about the value of their money being wiped out by foreign powers. It is a future where Zimbabwe is a beacon of economic sovereignty and self-reliance. This is not just a dream. It is a destiny we can achieve together. Hold your heads high. Be proud of your heritage. Trust in our gold. Trust in our ZIG. And most importantly, trust in each other. Our strength is not in Bitcoin. It is in our soil, our history, and our unbreakable spirit. the world will see that the heart of Zimbabwe beats with the strength of gold.